HybridFoxKid, and welcome back to the Blocks SMP. In the previous episode, we did a whole bunch of building. We made the Hunters Guild, as well as a cute little crystal shop, and at the end of that episode, I said I was going to do a little bit of building off camera, which I have done. So, I ended up building all of the second highway, all the way to the edge of the base on this side, as well as finishing this heightened area just up here. So I placed down all the coral, all the fans, and everything is looking nice and fully lit up. But we won't be dealing with this area just yet. That's for a little bit later, because I still need to do that and decorate these areas as well. Don't worry, these very blank spaces will be filled in eventually, but today is not that day, because I think to start off this episode, I want to finish off my armor trim collection. We have two more to find, which is the Vex and the Sentry armor trims. One needs to be found in a woodland mansion, while the other one needs to be found at a pillager outpost. One is definitely going to be easier than the other, so let's fly our way over to a woodland mansion, and while we head over there, let's see if we can find a couple raid towers while we're there. So I don't think I should have too much problems with fighting anything in the woodland mansion, because they have been raided previously, but there's never been any distribution of Vex armor trims. I'm going to assume and hope that nobody found an armor trim in any of the raided ones, so I'm going to go back to the old ones and hope that there's still something lying around. I don't know, I've never been to a woodland mansion. I genuinely don't know where any of the chests are, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. So it's a couple thousand blocks out, so while I'm flying over there, I'm gonna try find some outposts, and hopefully those ones haven't been raided either, but those ones have been raided a lot since the start of this server, so I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go a fair way out to actually find what I need. It'll be fine though, it's part of the adventure. Okay, here's our first raider outpost, and this one is very, very close to someone's base, so I would imagine it's already been looted, but let's have a nosy. Oh, I will take that goat horn. I haven't got one in this season yet, so let's take that and fly away to the next thing. I forget which one this is. Oh, this is a deep and brooding one. Ooh. I like it. I think it sounds cool. I think my favorite one's Sing, but fair enough, we've got a goat horn. That's one thing we can add to the collection. Okay, here's the woodland mansion. Let's see if it's still been raided. Yes, it has. I see a broken block there. Okay, so if I'm lucky, there shouldn't be any pillagers in this place. And also, if I'm lucky, maybe the place hasn't been fully raided of its chests. But I will gear myself under the assumption that there might still be a couple guys hanging around. Now, here's the thing, I genuinely don't know where any of the chests are in this place. And if there's any plain visible chests, most of them will be raided. But again, there hasn't been any distribution of the armor trim, so I'm going on the hope that it hasn't been found just yet. So yeah, we'll look at a couple of these, and if worst comes to worst, we'll just have to go to an unloaded one, which it's gonna be a fair trek out, but we'll be fine. Whoa, hello, friend. We have a friend. Hi, how you doing? I didn't expect there to be a guy here. Let's quickly eat that so I don't die. Vindicated do way too much damage. Okay, good thing I actually did prep as if there were still people in here, because there are still people in here. Maybe he was the lone survivor, and everyone else has just perished. Now, if I was a chest, I would be hiding somewhere in a library. Doesn't look like there's any chests in here though. Okay, nothing on this second floor. I think these places are 3 floors in total, so I think we have one more layer to go down into. I don't know. There we go, there's the staircase. Okay, let's see what's down here. Hello? How are we doing? Are there any bad fellas around here? Hopefully not. Hello. Oh, a chest. That one's definitely been looted. It hasn't, but nothing interesting. Oh, this is a cute little room. I'm totally going to use that somewhere sometime. That's cute. I like that. Like a little tree nursery. And then there's this room. Oh, hello. What are you? Oh, we got a music disc. I don't know if I have that, but I will take it. Nothing interesting though. So let's hope that we are lucky in... What are you? Is there anything behind here? Hello? Anything at all? Oh, a chest. Hello. Wow, that was too easy. Well, I was correct in the assumption that there wasn't any distributed on the server, but that seemed a little bit too easy. Okay, fair enough. Well, we have the first armor trim. Let's explore the rest of this place, see if we can find anything else of interest, and hopefully not perish by the couple remaining stragglers in this place. Hello, you're not supposed to be in here. Get out of here. Is there a chest behind this one? Hello? Ooh. Okay, one of those chests was definitely better than the other. Fair enough, we have one of the armor trims done, and I am not complaining in the slightest. And I think I've fully explored this area as well. I think I've... Oh, no, I haven't gone down here. Let's see if there's anything else hanging around. Hello? Oh, a Lays! Hi, friends. How you doing? I'm surprised nobody stole you. Do you have any chests? Any chests I'm just gonna leave you in there. You guys stay there. Well, with that being said, let's get out of here and head our way to more pillager outposts to see if we can actually find the... Which one is it? I think it's the sentry? I think the sentry is in the pillar outpost. So yeah, let's go on another flight adventure and see if we can find the last armor trim for the collection. I just need an easy way out of here. There we go. Okay, let's start looking around. This one I might need to fly out a little bit further. Okay, we're definitely in unloaded chunk now. All I need to do is get the proper dice roll on these chests. So let's see with this one. Well, this one's definitely been raided. But we do have another horn. I'm assuming this got reloaded, but for some reason the entity stayed on the floor. Doesn't matter, let's keep going. I didn't get what I wanted, but I did get... Oh, another fill. Fair enough, okay. Well, we'll continue on to the next place. Okay, let's see if we get lucky on this one. I see the chest and there is a pillager. There is no longer a pillager. Let's hope. No. Okay, moving on to the next one. Here is another one. Let's hope for the best. Maybe if we're lucky. No. But we do have another horn, which I will take. I will not complain to. Here is another pillager tower. Hopefully 7 times the charm, or however many I've checked out. Oh, there we go. We have the sentry armor trim. Beautiful. Okay, let's get out of here before I get killed. Okay, well that wasn't very celebratory because I was scared someone was going to attack. But that's fair enough. We have the sentry armor trim as well as the Vex armor trim. And sadly, I didn't get all the horns. I only got 2 of the 4. Not gonna collect them this season. I did that previously. So, with that being said, let's head back to my base and get these armor trims all set up and ready for the final time. Okay, so we're flying back into the base. All I need to do now is duplicate these and then get my netherite armor set up. The only problem is I actually don't know what I need to duplicate them. Maybe cobblestone? That would be my best guess. I'll work it out and I'll be back with 5. Okay, so we had the very first armor trim. And we got ourselves a snazzy old achievement. That one took a while to get. So this one is the Vex, I'm pretty sure, if I remember the names correctly. And then we also have the Sentry armor trim. The very last armor trim for my collection. And there we go. It is officially complete. That took a fair while, but I gotta say, this has probably been one of my favorite collections in my entire Minecraft series because, I don't know, I love collecting items and the armor trims are probably one of the best collectibles in this game. It's genuinely a lot of fun, but I would negate away from getting it all in netherite. Netherite hunting for this long took a fair while and everybody knows how much I don't like netherite hunting. But with that being said, the entire collection is finished and I gotta say, this is kinda cool. So with my collection being done, I can now move on to a little bit more building in the base. So let's get set up and head over to where we need to build today. So as we fly over here, you can already see that I've got my shulker box set up and majority of the items that I'm going to need for the outside. So we all know what's going to happen now. Time to throw us into a time lapse so we can get the shell of this building up and running. So yeah, let's go. With another time lapse done, that means we have another building to fully decorate and to add to the area. So all of the buildings throughout my base consist of 2 key components, snow blocks as well as concrete. If you remember all the way at the start of the season, I built my little snow farm on the 2nd story of my starter house. So this one is going to be where all the concrete is manufactured, made and distributed to make more buildings in the town. So it's time to get decorating. I'm just going to place a whole bunch of shelves around, a whole bunch of sand, white concrete, all of that stuff, and I'm going to make it feel very industrial. This is pretty much a place where we store all of the sand and the gravel and the concrete powder. So yeah, there's no better place than to start over in this section where we're going to store all the dry materials. So we have the first stage of the concrete making process, and instead of putting white concrete powder on this wall here, I think I'm going to chuck it directly in the middle, just so this area feels a little bit more cluttered and less open, because that's one thing I've been doing with a lot of these builds is they've been very open plan. So yeah, let's clutter this one up a tiny bit. So we have the giant pile of white concrete powder in the middle, and this was a perfect opportunity for me to hide lighting in this area because this building is very, very dark. So I was thinking as I was building this middle section that I should kind of copy off what my terracotta shop does, is to kind of have the progress of concrete being made. So we had the first stage and then we had the stage where it's powder, And why don't we have the stage where it actually gets turned into white powder being from bone blocks? So I think I'm just going to fill this place up with bone blocks and just bones as well. To add reason why the concrete powder is actually white. Then I add a couple sawmills just to indicate that it's being grated into like a finer dust so it can be mixed into white concrete powder. There we go, maybe something like this can give off the illusion that this is getting turned into the dye that is used in the white concrete powder. Okay, I think I like this idea if I can slowly get these turned invisible. There we go, beautiful. It doesn't really pop out too much because again it's on the table, but yeah, I do kind of like it. So now with this part being done, let's move to this section over here, which is going to be converting this into the hard variant, just plain old concrete. So I think I'm going to go with the same idea as my terracotta shop again and have a furnace, but instead of fire, this time we're using water. So the conversion machine is now being completed. It's turning the white concrete powder into white concrete, and I gotta say, it actually doesn't look half bad. And with this being done, this whole area in the back is fully complete. So now the only thing I need to deal with here is all of this front room, which I think this room is just going to be a whole bunch of shelves holding probably white concrete on this side and white concrete powder on this side. So yeah, let's get those two done nice and fast. There we go, I've added a couple shelving units to this build and I think it pulls it all together. So this is the final look of the concrete conversion house, and gotta say, I kinda like it. And also, I had zero idea what to put here, so I just hid some lighting under some rugs because the lighting in this build isn't the best. So yeah, that was my best go-to answer. But with this house being done, that means there is another building in my base that's fully complete, and I've also finished the outside with a little bit of decoration of sand and gravel around the place. And I will be decorating a little bit out here a little bit later on when I actually get around to fully decorating all of these empty spaces around the base. But I think with that, I do want to start a little bit of decorating around in the empty spaces as well, because I don't want to leave them all up to one big episode to fill out this entire area. So I think I'm going to do it bit by bit at the end of each episode just to start getting there with the actual decorations of the empty spaces. So in the previous episode you saw me build up these monster cages with a whole bunch of mobs in there. I think I'm going to do a little bit of the same, but at the front. So all down here, I think I'm gonna add a whole bunch of flags just to indicate that, yes, this is a town and here are our flags, which this base doesn't really have like a flag that indicates that it's their flag. I'm just gonna put down a whole bunch of blue and white flags because it's gonna look pretty, hopefully. So yeah, we're gonna get a whole bunch of birch, a whole bunch of light colors, and yeah, we're gonna see what this looks like. So I'm planning for the flags to go from all the way over to here, all the way over to about there. So maybe 4 or 5. We'll make the one and then we'll space them out to see how it's gonna look. Okay, so I forgot to show it off when I had one flag up, so I can show it off now that I have 2 flags up. So this is the overall design. I'm kind of liking them, and I'm also trying to make them look good from the back as well, because I'm going to be looking at them a lot from this angle. So if they look good down here, that's perfect, and they also got to look good at the front side as well. So I did measure it out. We can fit a total of 5, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna repeat this same pattern all the way over to these ones, and yeah, fill it with light blue, dark blue, white, and cyan. So yeah, we'll see what they look like in just a second. There we go, so I've added the 5 flag to the base, and I gotta say, I do kind of like the vertical change in this area. The problem with this area is that it was feeling very one level, and with the addition of these, it feels like it's added a little bit more vertical interest to the base, which I really do like. And from the back, they also look good as well. That was my one requirement too. So we have added a little bit more interest to these very wide blank open areas, and there'll definitely be more to come as these episodes go on. But I think for now, I'm going to leave this episode here, and in the next episode, I think I'm going to go and maybe start another collection. Don't worry, this collection will only last 1 episode, but it's another collection nonetheless. But yes, I think with that, I'm going to leave this episode here. If you guys like the video, give the video a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you want to stick around. Or good, I'll see you guys next time. See ya!